In this video, we are going to continue with the part 5.15 WW and create the drawing file. So if you remember, this part was in metric. So when we go to create a new drawing, make sure you're in metric, drawing, and we're going to do an ANSI MM IDW, inventor drawing. And when it's metric as compared to English, there are a few differences with some steps, but the first step is the same. You're going to delete the large title block, add the small title block, see how tiny it is on the big page, and then edit the page. So right click sheet 1, edit sheet A. Okay, so that part's the same. And now I'm going to add the base file, which is also the same. Let's make this the base view. And we'll put that on the top, and we'll have the projected view as well. And notice that my hidden line is off. I don't know why it is turned off, but you can turn it back on. Double click in your base one, and then over here, it says hidden line removed. No. Hidden line on, and now it appears. I'm going to go ahead and annotate and add a center mark and a center line. So a center mark for these two circles. And I'm going to add a center line as well. I'm going to add a center line between here and here to show that they are in the same line. Once you add from point A to point B, right click, create. Otherwise, if you hit escape, it deletes it. It's really annoying. And over here, because I see the two edges, for the center line creation, I'm going to do center line bisector, which you should know at this point in the semester. Line 1, click. Line 2, click. And it puts it right in the middle. And the fact that it's weird like that is because of scaling. Maybe one of these lessons I'll show you how to adjust the scaling, but it doesn't seem like priority given our current situation of being an online class. Okay. Now, I want to be able to see that front section. So when you look at a projected of this, it's not really good. Even this one isn't really quite what I like. I want to see just the cross section by itself. So I'm going to delete those. I don't really want them. And what I actually want to do is create a section view. And I'm going to do a section view of somewhere along like the barrel part of this part. And that'll give me just the cross section of the geometry. Kind of like that sketch 1 that we did over here. Where's sketch 1? Right here. Just that part. So I'm going to go ahead and hit section, this view, and then somewhere along the line. It doesn't really matter where. Right click, continue, and here's your section. Perfect. Now I have a nice section view. And now let's add some dimensions. We're actually almost done. We'll do the top part from here to here is 26. Oh, I lied to you. This is where metric is different. So you notice that with English, you don't have this problem. With metric, the default is the text is sideways if it's a vertical text, and it also defaults to giving you accurate the 2 decimal places. Neither of which I want. I want all text to read horizontally, and I want there to be accuracy to 2 decimal places. So, manage, go to manage, and then styles editor, I think. I'm doing this live without having the answer ready. And dimension, let's hit the little plus next to dimension. And because we are in metric, it's going to be the default ANSI. Okay, I think I got my bearings. All right, crisis averted. I thought I was going to look like a fool live. Well, on a video. Okay, so now we're going to have to change some of the standards. So if you want to adjust the precision, I can hit this and say accurate to the whole number. And then if you hit save and close, I'll do that real quick just to show you what it looks like. It got rid of the 0.00. So we're going to go back there. And it should be quicker now because it's going to save my last setting. And now I'm going to go over to text. And remember, I'm in default right here under dimension. And over here is the orientation. And you want all your dimensions to be inline horizontal. regardless of if your dimension is vertical, horizontal, or aligned. What that means is, let me close out and show you. If I do a dimension right now for a horizontal dimension, so I'm going to go from here to here. Notice how the text is reading horizontally. But when I do a vertical dimension, it's vertical. I want all dimension types to give me the text horizontally. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I don't really have any, I guess this one's kind of aligned. See how it gives you the dimension like in line with it? I want this to still be reading the 6 as perfectly horizontal. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. I think it helps to kind of explain what I'm doing rather than you just kind of blindly following me. So we're going to go back to text, and for all of these are vertical dimensions. These are the aligned dimensions when you have like a weird angle like I just did for that 6. And then finally you have vertical dimensions. For all 3 of these, you want the text to be inline horizontal. Inline horizontal. Inline horizontal. And same with these ones as well. I don't know if that's what it's defaulted to. It seems to be. And hit save and close. And watch what happens to the 26 and the 38 when I hit save and close. Ooh. All right. Unimpressed, I see. Okay, let's continue rolling. I know from here to here is 18. I have a fillet over here, and I have 4 of them. So I'm going to hit escape and then double click in here. Hit the left arrow key. I'm going to write 4 times. So I have 4, let's make it caps. 4 times of a radius of 4 fillet. I have holes on the top, so I'm going to say diameter 5. Again, you can do the hole and thread command also. Maybe that's better. So I'm going to do the hole and thread to have created that. And I have 2 instances, so I'm going to double click in here, and I'm going to hit the left to start the beginning, and I'm going to do 2x. Okay. That's it for that. And then on this one, I'm going to tell it that the linear distance from here to, let's do it from here to here, is 85. I think I might want to move this up a little bit. It's getting a little tight. 85. The vertical distance from here to here is 20. This is 5. And the radius right here is 15. I think that's it for that one. And then we just have our cross section, which are the same dimensions that we did on sketch 1 on the last video. This is 10. From here to here is 12. That little distance right here is 1. And then finally the dimension for the degrees. Click line 1, click line 2, and that goes out 120. I don't like how this is crossing right here, so I'm going to drag it out a little bit if I can find which arrow that'll do that with. Sometimes this is like the hardest one. No, I'm just going to delete and do it over. There we go. Okay. I'm going to just do the degree one again in case you need to see it. Delete that. When you do a degree, you hit dimension, and then you just hit the 2 lines that you want to get the angle between. Line 1, line 2, and that's it. Okay, I believe that's everything. Let's just add a note. I'm going to do some text in the top right, and I'm going to just do notes. Make sure you're in all caps, because we had all unmarked fillets have a radius of 1. So all unmarked fillets are 1. Put that in the corner. And I think we're good now. Let me give you a nice little view. Pause the video here. Here's your answer key. And Make sure you guys are submitting PDFs of this. I don't want your drawing file. I don't want a picture from your phone of this. I want you to submit a PDF of this. So you go to File, Save As. Make sure you save this first. Then you go to File, Export, PDF. You can name it the same thing. And now you have a PDF of what we just created, and this is what you will be submitting on Canvas. Okay, that's it for this week.